It's news time. Information is power. The current. The news headline. I am disappointed. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer says. Mr. Aloy Ejimako, counsel to the leader of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, has expressed his disappointment over Kanu's suit for the enforcement of his fundamental human rights that has not been reassigned to a new judge.
We are disappointed that Kanu's fundamental rights did not hold in Umuahia, Abia State. You will recall that the last hearing of this matter on 24th September 2021, the vacation judge had made a ruling transferring the case to the Chief Judge of Abia State High Court for assignment. The reason was that the Abia Court vacation was due to end on 30th September, and according to the judge, there was not enough time for the vacation court to conclude the case within the vacation period. The case was therefore adjourned to 7th October 2021 for assignment to a judge that will hear it under the regular court calendar. Our correspondents gathered that the non-entertainment of the case was because the case is yet to be assigned to the judge. Ejimako said that I was informed by the registry that all parties will be notified of the next hearing date once the case is assigned to a court. A fundamental rights proceeding is sui generis, that is unique. In other words, it is to be treated as special and expected to be concluded quickly, especially in situations where the applicant is incarcerated. Today's outcome is a disappointment. It is my hope that going forward there won't be any further delay in hearing the case. Kanu's counsel is challenging the manner his client was extradited from Kenya to Nigeria, and that his subsequent detention in the DSS custody is arguing that Kanu's extradition did not follow the international judiciary accepted process, and thereby is saying that the court actually disappointed him because they did not entertain the suit due to the vacation period of the judge, and they adjourned it because under the court's calendar it was yet to be assigned to a judge in this case, and therefore the registry said that all parties will be notified about the next hearing of the date once the case is actually assigned to a particular court.
The lawyer further reiterated that no other court or higher one has challenged or appealed against the verdict since 2017. He therefore stated that his client will get justice because he has not committed any offense against the law based on the ruling, adding that Kanu is just a political prisoner. In June, the IPOB leader was arrested in Kenya and extradited to Nigeria to face treason charges. He was subsequently arraigned and brought before Binta Inyako, a judge of the Federal High Court in Abuja, who asked him to be remanded in the custody of the Department of State Service (DSS). Kanu is actually facing charges actually bordering on treasonable felony instituted against him at the court in response to his agitation for the Republic of Biafra. Ejiofor gave an update on his latest visit to Kanu in detention in a statement made available to Sarah reporters. The lawyer said his team has recorded impressive progress in the legal battle against the Nigerian government, and that it was commended by the secessionist leader. While he enjoyed Kanu's supporters to continue to pray for him, he maintained that the pro-Biafra agitator is strong and unswerving in his commitment. The statement read as follows: I had an extensive interaction chat with our indefatigable client, Oyedumaze Nnamdi Kanu, during today's routine visit to the national headquarters of the Department of State Service (DSS). The strides so far recorded on our part is seemingly impressive, though may remain unnoticed to undiscerning minds, and he welcomed every strategy being adopted by our team, as well as the coordinating efforts of all lawyers participating in this case, including those in diaspora. He was also briefed on the inability of the federal government to file a response to his fundamental human rights suit pending before the Umuahia High Court, an action substantially challenging, among others, the unlawful but bloody invasion of his home on the 14th day of September 2017 by Nigerian security agencies. The federal government's reason for avoiding the court, though not far-fetched, may be unconnected to the inability to offer an explanation on their monstrous and bloody invasion of Onyedun Kanu'S residence on the 14th day of September 2017, wherein over 18 innocent civilians were murdered in cold blood by the invading Nigerian soldiers, and properties worth billions of naira consequently destroyed in the process. Thankfully, the world is paying deserving attention to the gross human rights violations as it affects our clients, as well as the continued onslaught on unarmed civilians being labeled as members of Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB. It is on record by the ruling of Justice Inyako delivered in 2017. His Lordship, while ruling on our application, held that IPOB is not an unlawful organization. This ruling of the court was not appealed against, neither was it set aside by any superior court. We are not relenting in our efforts to ensure that justice is done to our clients. He will be freed in no distant time because he has not committed any offense known to the law. He is at best a political prisoner. Nevertheless, victory will be ours in the end, I see. Onyedun Kanu was very much overwhelmed to receive the report on the overwhelming solidarity and unwavering support so far shown by millions of his supporters. Peaceful conduct of his fans, who also relate to him, and he encouraged all and sundry to be united in one peaceful solidarity. We implore you all to continue to pray for him, even as you remain unshaken in your support and prayers as we have shown within the confines of the law. Onyedun is very much strong in spirit and firm in his convictions. You will see him soon. We shall continue to provide regular updates as the events unfold. Thank you all and remain blessed. Umu Chineke. And these were the words of the lawyer of Kanu, because the analysis is that the lawyer actually paid a visit to Kanu, to give him updates on how the legal battle against the federal government, keeping him as a political prisoner for a while, has actually been fought against at the court of law, to see that he is actually released as soon as possible. Where the lawyer, reiterated that there is no Supreme Court, because at a particular point in time, while Kanu was actually arrested in 2021, he was just extradited back from Kenya to Nigeria, and he has been in DSS facility for quite a while now. But before then, let me make this clear that he was charged, based on treasonable felony, and illegal possession of arms and the likes like that, and that he jumped bail in 2017, and all those things were actually used, against him to detain him at the DSS facility. However, there is a saying by the lawyer that in that 2017, while he was granted bail, the security agencies on the 14th day of September 2017, they invaded his house. They killed over 28 people. And they also, they also, in fact, his parents were actually injured in the process, if not dead. You understand? And at the end of the day, to save his life, he has to flee away from the country. Thanks for listening. That is the news.